Hi, this is Daniel. This is episode 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race Recap, and before it starts, I just wanted to say we completely winged this on kind of like the last minute. Well, I guess that's the kind of the definition of winging it, is doing it the last minute. We didn't even have a name for the show. We didn't know how we were going to start it. We didn't know anything. So I apologize if some of the technical parts of this episode are kind of wonky. I think we all kind of got a handle on it by episode 3, which is by the time we got the website up and running. So I apologize for it. However, here it is in its original form, I guess.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Gentlemen, start your engine. RuPaul's Drag Race. May the best woman win. RuPaul's Drag Race. Gentlemen, start your engine. RuPaul's Drag Race. May the best woman win.
Hey everybody, welcome to the yet to be titled RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Show. I am joined, as always, or as for the first time, with two of my favorite people, co-founder of Pride 48 and host of his own show, Dubious Intent Plus. Give it up for the wonderful,
Adam Burns.
amazing
It's me, Adam Burns. It's me.
Daniel Brewer.
Oh.
And also the lovely, the talented, the always vivacious. Give it up from Cocktails and Cream Puffs and her own show, Silly Gay Homo, Donna Suggarz.
Yes. Hi.
I'm sorry. Is that found at sillygayhomo.com? Is that where that's found? Sillygayhomo.com.
Silly homo.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. All right. You know what?
No, we're not. We're not. No, fuck this. We're live. We're not editing this stuff.
We're doing it. Here's the thing: is I was saying Cocktails and Cream Puffs, and I was like, oh wait, I should probably plug her other show, and then I had to think of it on the fly.
Right.
So yes, big silly homo.
Yeah.
I knew it, but thank you.
Thank you. Future contestant and on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8 if they don't cancel.
Oh, you are. So you. I know you wanted to do this. Now, all kidding aside, I know you wanted to do this.
Yes. The
Now-
video is in the process of being made.
Oh, really,
See?
Donna?
I don't even know what the fuck they want on the video, but I'm just making a video. Like, let's do this.
They talk
Like,
about it on the podcast.
Since we're clearly scraping the bottom of the barrel this season, so we might as well just...
Let's get into it.
If any bitch can get in, so clearly fat bitches auditioning.
Daniel, the way it's going to work.
If Danny DeVito can get on, then clearly I can. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Ginger Minge.
Which is so funny that you're saying that because Daniel earlier, what prompted the show was Daniel gave me his dislike for Ginger Minge.
I cannot stand Ginger, but it doesn't matter. Let's talk about episode number 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
So Daniel's going to take over. So Daniel, tell us about episode number 1.
Episode number 1, which basically just introduced us to our new set of little hamsters that we're going to be watching this season. I'm trying to get where are they at?
I have a list right here.
Oh, I want to hear the list. So tell me their names, and then let's go around the room. Give me their first name, and then So first, let's say their name, and then we'll just go around and just give a really short impression of what you thought. Go.
From Iowa City, Iowa, we have Sasha Bell.
Sasha Bell.
I'm convinced she's crazy. She's crazy. She's a crazy person, right? Like it's like a crazy. They let a crazy person on the show.
Sasha Bell is now.
Let me go ahead. No, okay.
Tell me who is she? She's the Russian one?
She's the one. No, she's the one who during the first challenge when they had to be naked was wearing the black bra. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this bitch, and she's probably gonna track me down from Iowa City and come and cut me.
All right. Donna, turn your gain up a little bit more because you're still really quiet. But yes, all right. So Sasha Bell, my little one thing tick on her is, oh God.
Oh,
that's
girl,
it. Okay.
I have a novel.
Okay.
Well, no, just give us a quick one though, and then we'll get into them. Just go. Who's our next contestant?
Okay.
Well, wait.
Okay.
Donna hasn't said anything about it.
Give me your short. Give me your short.
All I
version.
will say is the first time this bitch did drag is when she saw season 1 of Drag Race, and the only reason she does drag is so she can get on this TV show.
I don't disagree.
Drag by eBay. Okay. Moving on from Atlanta, we have Violet Chachki.
Now, Violet Chachki, I will give you my one word take on her. Cunt.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're clearly making her out to be the villain right now.
Right now, but she's a little. How do I say this? She has no chin. There's something weird in the face.
Oh, yeah.
There's something odd in the face, but I will tell you that outfit that went from black to the tartan. Oh, girl. If I had a vagina, it would have prolapsed. it was amazing.
No, she her runway. I mean, we'll talk about her runway looks in a minute, but yeah, I mean, she's pretty as a boy, right? She's a twinky little boy. She's pretty as a boy. She's pretty as a girl, but yeah, she's just a cunt. Anyway.
But when she lets that hair down, though, it's a mess.
All right.
She needs to always have it in a bun.
Okay,
Who's next?
Moving on from Dallas, Kennedy Davenport.
Kennedy Davenport with the painted on side hair.
Oh, really? To me, she's been sort of in the background for me right now. I really don't have an opinion of her right now.
She is, and as much as you don't want to call Dallas you don't want to call Dallas the South, but it's the South. She's a Southern queen. We're getting what we asked for. She's a Southern queen, and those girls are in a tier all their own.
There you go.
Girl, wow. The princess you asked for is in another castle. She's way over there.
I think she's just kind of mid-pack, like someone who we really don't know very much about yet. So she's just kind of background noise. So who's next on our list?
From Rochester, New York, Miss Kasha Davis.
Kasha Davis.
Now, she is one of the old queens.
Yeah, she is one of the old queens. And she reminds me, who was the one last year that was really cute? She looked like Michelle Visage, and she won Miss Congeniality last year. What was her name?
Ben de la Creme?
Ben de la Creme. She has like a Ben de la Creme look to me, so I keep thinking that's who it is, but...
but I love Ben de la Creme.
No, yeah, she's like Ben de la Creme with no personality.
Right. She comes across to me as old school drag who's trying so hard to hold on to it.
Okay.
Like, I love her. Like, she's in her 40s. Like, I love it. Like, keep doing it.
Oh, so you like Mrs. Kasha Davis?
I like her because she's different.
Now, it's funny because, so I saw her listed as Mrs. Kasha Davis. Is that how she goes by drag?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's listed as Mrs. Like, she's a married lady.
Right. Yeah, no, actually,
Davis.
Yeah, her Instagram is Mrs. Kasha Davis. Anyway, all right, so so Kasha Davis. So go on. Next.
No, please. Move on. Okay. From Tucson, Arizona, Tempest du Jour.
Tempest du Jour. Now, other than the fact that she did a 600-year-old joke with the baby dropping out between her knees, I kind of liked her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love her. I mean, I really love her. I love that she's an old... Like, I want to marry her.
I can tell you why Donna Suggarz left her, because she is probably the only drag queen that I've seen in recent memory who as tall as Donna Suggarz. She had to stoop to get through that door in that workroom there.
As tall as Donna Suggarz, as a boy, she wears glasses and she's adorable. Mm-hmm. And she is a costume designer.
Oh,
She's a costume design teacher.
Right. She's also my age.
That's okay.
I liked her as a person, but I felt her drag was kind of weak.
Really? It was kind of dated, but I think they do that every year. They give us like, here's someone that we're giving a nod to because they just have so many connections or something, or just because
they're old school classics. Let's bring them on and then kick them off in the first couple episodes.
Because who wants to be? Yeah. Spoiler alert: she got kicked off. Anyway. So who's our next victim?
Okay, from New York City, Miss Fame.
Okay.
Now, if I had to describe her in 2 words, bitch. Because I'm not going to use the word cunt, because there's nothing good about it. She's a bitch, and she's stunning.
Mm-hmm.
She is stunning. Has she been really cunty, though?
No, she hasn't. She's just been really kind of... If I had a sentence to say about her, I would be like rent boy. You know what I'm saying? She's just one of those completely innocuous, just very good at selling herself and very easy on the eyes. That's just kind of like someone who hasn't really had to work very hard to get the things that she wants because she is so pretty. And it's not just the pretty, because you could also say that Chotchki was pretty, but it's the easygoing attitude. She's a very agreeable, like you could just absolutely see yourself going, okay, I'll give you a free drink. Fine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because she would ask nicely and whatever, and she's pretty to look at. And it's like, okay, yes, sure, here's your free drink.
As a boy or as a girl?
Either one, actually.
Either way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I think she's a floater, right? She's gotten through life just basically on her looks and charm, I think.
And we will see how she does on the show, because those looks and charms are not going to get her very far.
What was that?
Yeah.
Who's next?
Okay, and from Nashville, Tennessee, we have Jaden Dior Fierce. Bitch wouldn't know Dior if you slapped her in the face with a purse.
Once again, she just seems like, the obligatory fat contestant. I don't really have that much to say right now.
It's one of those Southern things, I think, where they just get a lot of work done, where they have the cheek implants and because she just reads dyke to me. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't read. Yes. She doesn't read drag queen to me. She just reads like, that's just a mannish looking woman.
Okay, do you remember that big queen from Bumfuck, whatever? From
Yes.
Season 2?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's like her and that one from New York with the fucked up grill with the tutu.
Do you remember Jiggly Caliente?
Yeah, it's like Jiggly Caliente.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on. You guys continue talking because I'm full on. I gotta tell you this bitch's name because it's gonna drive me nuts.
But you need to tell us who the next queen is, because go ahead, Joe Betance. What is your take on Jaden Dior Fierce?
Yes,
Jane Dior Fierce, for me personally, while Donna looks up the other queen's name, she's just very whatever. I actually get her and Kennedy Davenport confused. Like, it's just like two fat black queens right now at this stage. I know they will eventually differentiate themselves from each other, but right now there's like obvious people, like the really bad ones and the really good ones, and then there's just this blob in the middle that I can't in fact, Ginger Minge, if she hadn't have separated herself from the pack this week on episode 2, I would have thrown her in that morass too.
All right. Well, we haven't gotten to Joe. Who's next?
So I will say,
no, tell me who we're talking about.
Who I think is, I think that it's Stacey Lane Matthews
Yes.
and Jiggly Caliente got together and had a busted kid. This girl is nothing but drama. From the first episode, she is going to be drama every episode. Just wait for it.
Now, I will say this, and for those of you who don't know, Untucked is on YouTube now, so you can watch Untucked even if you don't have logo or
Which is
cable
code
even.
for we don't have enough sponsors to keep.
Actually,
on TV.
I think it's actually very smart, but we can talk about that later. I think it's a brilliant move on their part because that means they get all the money, all the revenue from that.
I have my own thoughts on it too. Yeah.
Okay, and so from.
But what I was going
what
I was going to say is for those of you who watched Untucked season episode 2, she was the one that like wanted I wouldn't have remembered who she was other than Untucked Untucked episode 2. She had a clever line in that one that I found funny. But that's the only thing I remember about this queen. Anyway, go ahead.
Who are you talking about?
The Fierce.
That was not bitch. I'm from Chicago.
I thought it was the one that I'm going to ride your face. Wasn't she the one that says I'm going to ride your face?
Yeah, wasn't that?
Yeah, that was her. That was Fierce.
Who are you talking about?
When you
you're
get
talking about from you're talking about Untucked
Yes,
here.
Untucked,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so from Calle, Puerto Rico, Miss Candy Ho.
Here's all I got to say about her. She is not on my alley.
I know you're obsessed. Daniel's obsessed with. She keeps saying that.
She said that in both episodes now. It's like, honey, it can be in your alley or it can be up your alley, but ain't nothing on your alley.
I mean, she's working an alley.
She's the one that had the painted on beard in that first one, right?
That was awful. That
like,
makeup in the first episode was awful.
She had a worse 5 o'clock shadow as a woman than she did as a man.
I can't fully, the contouring in her face. It's like she doesn't know how to contour her face. She contours like she watched a YouTube video, but she doesn't know how to contour to accentuate her own face. I think it was Michelle Visage that said, honey, you're not playing in a club. Maybe it has something to do with the way that you do makeup for a poorly lit club, right? Like, oh yeah, no. She's just like some of the girls from previous seasons. She paints for the back row. I mean, painting for the back row, you're painting for a dark club. Right. But the thing is, how she's contouring, how she's painting it on is doing nothing to help the shape of her face. It's making her look worse. It's because she doesn't know placement to make it work. Okay. It's not softening her edges, it's hardening them. It looks fake.
Next.
Okay. The next girl is from Boston, Katya.
I love her.
I love her too. I love her. I love the fact that she came and speaking Russian.
Yes, and is this the bar mitzvah? Is this the Schmidt bar mitzvah or whatever? I love her. I love her character. I love the fact that she's, not Russian at any way, shape, or form. Like she just has that cute little character that she likes to play.
But she doesn't carry the Russian on after that first. No, great. Yeah, no, I like her too. I'm a fan. I like her. I'm good with Katya.
I love that every time something happens, it's like it's the fucking end of the world. Like when they cut to her as a boy, it's like I'm gonna fuck it up. Everything is the end of the world with her. It's hysterical.
She has really good confessionals.
She does,
and I think she knows how to play it.
I think it's funny because when you look at her glamour shots online, she really does look a lot like Kathy Griffin. So it's like the fact that Kathy Griffin was the guest judge on episode.
Oh, does she do a Kathy Griffin?
She should. If she doesn't, she should. If she slap a red head, slap a red wig on the bitch, and she would be a Kathy Griffin.
Okay, and from Los Angeles, Jasmine Masters.
She's from L.A.? I didn't know that.
No,
I
actually,
thought this bitch
I'll
was
tell you
from
this right
Atlanta,
now.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I could tell you she's from LA because I believe she played for the Packers. It's like or the Steelers or whoever the fuck she's a linebacker in a dress. That is the only thing I'm going to say about that
You're
woman.
so gay. They don't even have a football team in L.A.
She is a linebacker in a dress with like some, I don't know, with a horse gum or something. It's like the gums that she shows with those teeth is just like
I think, unfortunately, much like Mr. Ez, someone put some peanut butter on her gums to help her with her lip sync because she is it's just a lot. It's a lot. And if you are going to have that big ass mouth, you need to wear some big ass hair to offset it. But nope, I'm going to wear those cheap black lady wigs that are short.
Oh my! No, we can talk about her in
girl.
episode 2 because I have a lot to say about her. Because
I think she wore a big wig in episode 2, but we can talk about
Yeah.
it.
We're on episode 1.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Bitches.
Anyway,
Okay.
next.
From Milwaukee, Trixie Mattel.
I adore Trixie Mattel so hard as a boy, as a girl. Love her. She, to me, is this season's Jinx Monsoon. I love her to death. I want her to win. I adore Trixie Mattel.
I love her as a boy.
And I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm
And
with
I'm not
Donna.
just saying
I'm
that,
with Donna.
I'm not just saying this because I'm going to Wisconsin for 2 weeks at the end of April, and I'll be watching it in the bars up there with all the the Trixie Mattel hometown crowd. But let me tell you, I love her. I hope she wins.
I love
You hope
her,
she wins.
Yes.
If she doesn't soften that makeup up, Michelle, why can I not say this bitch's name? Michelle Visage.
There you go.
She's gonna fucking read her to filth.
I don't care. I love her character. I love the whole carry through. I love the fact that her nude outfit had the arm joints and then the butt joints as if she were a Barbie doll, like lined in on it. I love that she carries forth that theme. I love like all her challenges where she does the challenge, but she does it as if she was a Barbie doll, kind of, a just some kind of fucked up drag Barbie doll thing that I love. She's very witty. She's very intelligent. She's on the mark. She's like, I like her a lot.
She just seems really fun. And now from Hudson, Wisconsin, Max. I want Max to sit on my face. I'm sorry.
You know what? I could have told you that.
Max as a boy, Max as a girl. I want me Max. Oh my god.
I agree with you that there's something very cute about him, and they were making fun of that accent, and I really like the accent, actually. The weird ass accent that he has.
Isn't the accent fake?
Yeah.
He's from Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's totally fake.
Well, hold on.
It's
He's
totally
from New Hampshire, but he lives in Wisconsin. But he's. I like Max. It's a very. I'm in the Northeast. I'm in Connecticut. But it's like it is a very Northeast Yale kind of boy.
Mid-Atlantic.
Look. Yeah, he's got that thin wayfish kind of androgynous look. I like him, and I like he's clearly an intelligent person because he does a lot of the coming out with the crutches for the nude stuff.
It's witty. It's a mixture of high fashion and performance art in that very fun way.
Yeah, and I love the gray wig. That's just something that we don't see a lot in drag, and it's very stunning that he does it. He's clearly a very young guy, but pulls off the gray wig. It's very cute. I like it.
And doesn't make it look old. Huh? He does some very vintage styles, but they don't look old.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
agreeing with Donna on
vintage.
that.
Okay. Now, from Orlando, Florida, the one that we all seem to hate, Miss Ginger Minj. Danny DeVito, welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Bully, just a stupid bully. That is my take on her, and we won't get into that till episode 2 because that's where she really became a bully. But
It's if Danny DeVito and that guy from the new Willy Wonka who played the Oompa Loompas had a child.
Here's the thing about Ginger Minj that annoys me, and
I'm just waiting for him to say the boss, the plane boss, the plane.
do you remember when Jinx first showed up on her season, and she's like, "I'm LA's only Jewish narcoleptic drag queen," blah blah blah, and it was a memorable line that people repeat. Oh, Seattle's narcoleptic. Anyway, it was a memorable line that people repeat. Mm-hmm. Ginger Minj had someone come up with a line for her because there's no way that she was clever enough to come up with that line where she was just like, I'm like a vacationing chain smoking, whatever that she said, whatever. It's like, I guarantee you one of her friends like came up with that line for her because she's like, I need to have a line just like the winner did before. So that it's like, she's a copycat. She's completely unoriginal. And she's just like one of those people that she bullies her way into things, and I don't like her.
I don't hate Ginger Minj.
I hate her.
I don't hate her.
Now, because I know he's going to listen, I'm not going to say it, but there are times that I'm getting.
Oh, I know.
He reminds me of.
I
You know
know.
what I'm talking about.
I know.
I won't
I made
say
that
it.
comparison before.
I'm not going to be the one to say it because he's going to track me down and cut me.
on the photo I put on Facebook, I tagged him as her.
And the last one from Brooklyn, New York, Pearl.
I need to have sex with Pearl, like in a way that I've never wanted to have sex with somebody before.
Here's
in
the
my
thing,
life.
though. If you had sex with Pearl, would he know? He's just
I don't
not
care.
there.
I
He's
don't
like
care.
he's like the ambient poster child. He's just so uninterested
That's
in
what's
anything.
so hot about him. I love that, like the bedroom eyes with the like, what's going on? I don't even know. I find that so hot.
Okay, so you do know that when you go on this show, from what I've heard through the grapevine,
Yeah.
you're not allowed any drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to get through the filming without drugs because he looks like he looks like he needs Xanax. He looks like he
No.
needs to be grinding it up and like sniffing it in lines. Like, there's just something that like he just looks like he just needs scripts like candy
I love him.
in a bowl.
He's the way you guys feel about Trixie Mattel. That's how I feel about Pearl.
Here's the thing. Although, yeah, you couldn't have drugs in there. Who's to say that you couldn't have a prescription drug that you've replaced with something else, right? It's just like, oh, yeah, well, I have to, and here it's an actual prescription. It's not like they're going to take your drugs out of your prescription bottle and test them to see if they're actually erythromycin or something. It's just like, oh, yeah, I have to take this. As long as it looks like the right drugs, they're going to be like, okay, whatever.
I mean,
And it
he's
could-
pretty though.
Oh
I will
my
say that he
God.
is very pretty.
He might be the cutest one they've ever had on that show.
Really?
As a boy, are we talking about pretty as a boy?
Oh,
You think
wait, there
he's
was that
prettier
one-
than Milk?
Oh, as a boy? Yes.
I think Milk's gorgeous as a boy.
From last season, the one that I really liked, he was like, was he Puerto Rican that they cut off right away?
Oh, I
He was-
forgot you like
the one that Adam-
Puerto Rican.
That Adam Lambert loved, that girl. Whoever that
Oh,
one was.
ew!
What was
The one that showed up in a parachute. Oh, girl.
Oh, she was so
We have very
cute.
different tastes in men. I
We
like my
do.
men white and nerdy.
All right.
I like
No.
my men creamy like my coffee.
So there are your queens from season 7 of RuPaul. So basically, all that happened on the first show was we had a fashion show where each queen immediately had to do 2 different looks, one for spring and one for fall. And we're
Can
not
we
going to
talk
go.
about what the best part of that runway was?
We can, but let me finish first. Let me
Do it, girl.
tell you what the worst part about that runway was is that
Okay.
we were first treated. This is our first look at new judge Carson Kressley, who was sitting on the side of the runway along with RuPaul, Michelle, and just the worst, most annoying Alaska Thunderfuck. I don't know what character she was playing, but she wasn't doing it well, and it was just
you didn't like her.
it was.
I agree with
You know what she was playing?
Yeah, some
Anna Wintour.
Vogue. Yeah, some Vogue, but
She was playing the head editrix, the head contress of Vogue, and it was like a mixture of that and Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada, which is all the same thing.
But she did it in that Alaska voice. That
I thought it was so funny.
does
really?
Alaska
I thought it was
have
so
any
good.
other voice?
No, she doesn't.
She has no other voice.
I'd have sex with Alaska too, by the way.
Fine. All right. So I'd have sex with Alaska's brother, who's much hotter. Anyway, let's go on.
Wait, Alaska
so what
has
is
a brother?
Go to YouTube, Alaska
Bitch,
and
go to
Corey.
YouTube and bring lunch, okay?
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Donna Suggarz, tell us the best part of the runway.
I mentioned it before. It is my favorite look ever. It's that transformational look.
So what happened is that little stick figure.
Vicky Violet Chachki.
Stick figure tchotchke went running down the runway in basically a fabric swatch from Mood with some kind of belt tied around it, and then she flipped it and it had a different thing on the other side. It's like, it was a gorgeous look, but then again, that girl is so fucking tiny, you could literally put a fabric swatch on her. It's like that whole runway thing. It's like the whole supermodel thing. It's like, no, of course she's going to look good in that because she's like, look at her. She looks good.
It started off as a very simple, black, shiny, sparkly, like pants number, rips the belt off, does a little flip, and suddenly it's
Yes.
like
It
like a
had-
caftan, but
it had
it's still
wings.
a pantsuit, and it's in
It's
a
like-
tartan.
No, it's like one of those outfits that they jump out of and they skydive and they like fly. It's like a flying squirrel
Like a
suit where she
flying
can
squirrel?
fly.
yeah.
I will give you it as a little flying squirrel, but I thought it was fierce.
Yes, but here's the thing.
she's did-
Here's the thing. I couldn't wear it. You couldn't wear it. Joe
Yeah,
couldn't
I
wear it.
definitely
Does
couldn't wear
you know anyone that could get away with wearing that?
Only someone with that body.
Other than like anyone in the Pride 48 community, is there any single person that you could think of in the Pride 48 community that could wear that outfit and pull it off?
Joe Zubia.
Maybe.
Maybe. By the way, really quickly, Daniel, can we go on the stream now? But also I saw in the chat room, David, that Blue Jeans guy goes, I'll be off at 8 or 11, maybe.
Let's try. Let's try right now.
Okay.
We're on the stream right now. Anyway,
what I find is the most interesting is you see the age gap. You see that the age range that we're getting here.
Yeah.
We go from
22
22
to 46.
And
which means there's still hope for you, Donna Suggarz.
And there's 2 people in their 40s, 43 and 46.
Now, who's 43?
43 was Miss Kasha Davis.
Oh, okay.
And Tempest du Jour was 46.
Okay, yeah. And so we did the runway. Was there anything that really stood out at you other than Chachki's reversible outfit on the runway?
I mean, I kind of loved Alaska Thunderbird, but I know.
No, but I'm talking about the queens in particular.
I'm with Donna. I loved Alaska's Anna Winter.
All right, forget about the side judges. Let's talk about the girls, the contestants there. It's like, yes, Kasha had not Kasha, what's her name? Violet Chachki had the best outfit. I'll give you that. However,
I will say the ugliest thing I saw on that runway was Sasha's crab dragon.
Oh, I disagree. If you thought that exoskeleton crab suit was the ugliest thing, then you clearly missed that puke mint green outfit that Kennedy was wearing on
but
the.
I didn't get what it was supposed to be.
It was like a baby vomited on her. It was horrible. It was like some kind of schmuck. It was like I'm just gonna throw on this lime green, not even lime green. I'm gonna throw on this pea green bed sheet and wear it down the runway. It was horrible. It was hideous.
But my thing with Sasha is that I just don't understand what it was supposed to be. That's where I get confused.
Yeah,
like, true. What was it? Were you a dragon? Were you a lobster that's partially cooked? Like, are you a bug?
Right. I also unsurprisingly hated Ginger Minj's outfits on the runway because it was just kind of like, girl, you're too fat to be wearing that.
Wait, hold on for a second. I'm being serious here. I want to go back to Sasha Bell. Did she win like a fan contest or like? I'm not even being funny because she's a big fan, right? Okay. How did she get on the show?
Okay, I said it before. I don't know what her video is. I didn't see it. I don't really give a shit. What I honestly think it is, what I think got her on the show, I think she has been watching the show from season 1. She's never thought to do drag, or she's been too afraid to do drag. And she is one of those people that gets hooked on a reality show and says, I'm going to go on that show. All of her wigs are thirsty as fuck. They need to be brushed. She has no idea how to work these wigs. These wigs are they came right from eBay. Like, bitch bought them on eBay. All the dresses are not fit for her. Like, everything she bought.
Girl, isn't she like, she's in your neck of the woods? She's like in Rochester. How far is Rochester from you?
Sasha's from Rochester?
Oh, Sasha. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about
She is from
Kasha.
Iowa City, Iowa.
Okay,
like,
never mind. I thought we were talking about Kasha, not Sasha. I'm so sorry.
Bring it on, Sasha, girl. You can find me, girl, because your wigs are thirsty. Okay, all my wigs are brushed and coiffed. It's rough. There's something about it, like, and she talked about it in the first episode. She's like, I've watched every episode, and I'm gonna win. No, you're not.
No.
I'm looking at her website right now, sashabell.com. SASHABELLE.com. And she has a cute, those wigs don't look all busted and everything. She's got what's her name from X-Men? What's the blue chick's name from X-Men? Mystique.
Oh God, what's this music? Oh, it's hurting my ears.
she's got
to make it stop.
You click on the pause right underneath her name there, yeah. But yeah,
First of all, bitch, do not put music on your fucking website. This is not MySpace. This is not back in 2002.
Honey, do you not see this website? This website is MySpace.
It's so GeoCities.
It is. I think it says down at the bottom, Powder by GeoCities. I'm pretty sure.
I am telling you, look at every single one of those wigs. They are just backcombed. They're not styled. It's just a bunch of backcombing, spray it. They all look so messy.
Now, this one over here, for those of you, if you're not going to the website, you need to go
Photoshop to the high heavens.
I was going to say the third one. So if in the grid there, the third one, that right top grid, she looks like the mother off of Parenthood, doesn't she? Kind of like what was her name? Bonnie something? The actress Bonnie, whatever. Oh, anyway, you'd know her if you saw her. I guess a complete mystery. Did we lose Joe Betance? We lost Joe Betance. It's fine. So Sasha Bell is your. All right. So just from the queens that we have right now. By the way, then what they went down and they did their fashion stuff, and then they went and they did their actual. Yeah. So they had to do a nude illusion, which everyone other than Sasha Davis
got
Figured
the gist
out.
of the challenge.
What to do?
You need to appear to be nude.
What is that disease where your skin is blotchy? Maybe she thought she was doing that.
Vitiligo?
Yeah, maybe she was playing a nude vitiligo sufferer or something because she had the big black sports bra underneath her nude thing.
Because I guarantee that's the only bra she brought, and she probably doesn't have a nude. She didn't have a nude bodysuit.
And this is where we come into the Crayola problem in this nude challenge. We ran into that Crayola problem, where you have that one crayon called Flesh Color, which only works for Caucasians. Because let me tell you, Jasmine and Kennedy were wearing Caucasian nude suits, which just did not mesh. It's like, you are a big black linebacker and you are wearing a pink bodysuit. That is not a nude illusion. That's like an acid bath illusion. That is horrible.
I have a question, because why did Logo blur out fake boobs?
Okay, yes, thank God you brought it up. Okay, we have seen nude men with their tops out looking all delicious and yummy. We see the pit crew all yummy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, when you're dressed like a woman... and
I'm gonna go.
contour your tits, even though you're not wearing tits. It's all painted on like makeup. They have to blur it.
Well, I'm gonna go with the thing that they don't have to blur it, because this is Logo is a cable television channel.
Yeah,
so
that's another point.
there is no FCC regulations on cable channels. It's just basically their own standards. I think what it is that, let's be perfectly honest about this episode. In the annals of RuPaul's Drag Race, this was one of the most boring episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race that they have ever made. And I think that was an editorial choice to let's try to spice this up by blurring this out, because it makes it look more interesting than it actually was. Because when you watch Untouched on YouTube and you see it unblurred, it's like those cheap T-shirts that you get at the beach with the spray painted bodies. You know what I'm saying?
It's that's exactly what it looked like.
It was
You're
just,
right.
yeah, and it's like, so I think it was an editorial decision. Let's try to spice this up.
Even though I think Violet was really nude, because if you look at Untucked, they gave her a robe.
Yes, and I think she was taped, but yes, she was probably just taped down. But yes, that was the whole thing. Michelle hated that, by the way. Hated the fact that she had the boy body. Kathy Griffin loved the boy body.
I personally wasn't opposed to the boy body. Donna, how did you feel?
I thought it was an interesting look, but it was boy. From neck up, it was gorgeous. From neck down, it was boy.
And you know what? But having seen Project Runway so many times, it's like a lot of those models do have boy bodies. They look like young boys. That's just kind of their, that whole androgynous, sticks thin, whatever. They're just sticks. But I really want to ask you guys this, because there were so many girls. What do they start out with? 16 of them? 15 or 16 of them? How many girls are there?
I think there's 12 or something, aren't there? Or how many are
15.
there?
15.
Okay, 15.
15 of those girls up on stage. And that's fine. And I forget half their names at this point in the season, and half of them I don't care about. But we have some new judges this season, right? We finally got rid of Santino Rice, and now we have Carson and Ross. I got to say, I am a big fan of Ross.
Really?
But not on this show. It's not on that one. He just was, I don't know if they cut out everything he said or if he was somehow starstruck and wasn't on his game. But when you watch Ross on the Emmy Awards or whatever on E, and he just is doing his off the cuff interviewing and everything, he's sharp as fuck. He is so quick and sharp, and I love him. And it's just he did not shine at all in this episode. And he was suspiciously absent in episode 2. I don't know, some kind of conflict or whatever. So I'm hoping that we'll see more of him in the future.
Now, what I'm curious is, because I never watched his talk show. Mm-hmm. When it was his talk show and it wasn't something that was scripted, was he naturally quick-witted and funny?
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. So quick. I pride myself on being reasonably quick, but he's far quicker than I. He is,
because we know that some stuff on E where people are supposed to be really funny on their own have a surprising number of writers.
Yes, no, so, he will sit. Okay. He's doing an interview and he just fires it back at them. He's just.
I like how Daniel's comparison though is how quick he is compared to Daniel.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm saying he's quick, and I'm just saying that I'm bowing to the fact that he's much better than I could ever be. Not that I'm the greatest thing in the world, but I'm just saying I respect that he's very quick, and I was sad that he didn't really get to shine very. Matter of fact, he was kind of dull in this episode. Carson,
it's weird. I think they have too much sass on the panel now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a calm agent. As much as I fucking hated Santino, he was calm. And he kind of like, he brought it down a little bit. Because you have RuPaul, who's so fucking big. And then Michelle Visage, which is just tits in a wig.
Yeah.
They're just so loud and so much that you needed someone calm. So, like, is the calm one supposed to be Carson? And Carson's raging queen? Like,
And then they have Kathy Griffin on that week. It must have been intense on that panel that week.
Yeah.
it just seems like a lot. It's just a lot right now. And I hope they find a good mix.
It was. And I think I just by watching your faces, both of your faces when I said this, I think we can all agree this really was probably one of the most boring episodes of RuPaul in a very long time. And it's it's the show's
Definitely
long,
the worst first episode. The worst first episode they've ever had.
Like if you had never seen this show before and you came into it for this, I'm going to see what all this hubbub is about and I want to see this. I think you would kind of be like, this isn't for me.
Can we talk about the prize?
Yes, let's talk about the prize.
So you win $100,000,
Which is so low.
which is so low. I mean, compared to, was it season 3 when it was 250? Or season 4?
Oh, it was?
It was high at one point. I think it was $250,000 at one point. And now it's $100,000. It used to be headline the tour, which they did not bring up headline the tour, and they always bring that up. Did you hear them mention headlining the tour?
I skipped past all those things. So
I listened. I watched it on Logo's website. The only two prizes I heard that entire time is you get the makeup supply from some makeup design I've never fucking heard of. When it used to be MAC, and it used to be a name brands that we know. You used to headline that tour. They didn't bring that up. They didn't bring up any outfits. They didn't bring up any other prizes that they've had in the past. It was just the makeup and the money.
But you know what? I think it's kind of smart for them to do that because this is kind of like the American Idol analogy here, right? Is that, all right, let's think about the people that we know from past seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, right? Of the winners of the past, I can name maybe 3 of them. Maybe I can name 3
I can name them all.
All right, name all of them.
Bibi Zahara Benet.
Never heard of her.
Tyra Sanchez. Raja.
Who?
Then you have,
I love
what's her name? Sharon Needles.
Okay.
Jinx Monsoon.
I know
and
her.
Bianca Del Rio.
And I know Bianca. All right. But let's talk about the people that we know that, that weren't winners. Detox, Darianne Lake, Pandora Box, Fifi O'Hara, Courtney Act,
Here's the thing.
But what I'm trying to say, this is the American Idol thing where it's just kind of like, you don't have to win to have, your successful career.
You're
and
right.
I think that's the whole thing is like these contestants that are now on there, it doesn't really matter if you win or not. If you're out there and you can make be entertaining, whatever, you're going to be set to have your career on the gay circuit.
A dear friend of mine in LA who has been in the gay club scene for a very long time, he was pretty much laying this out for me, and he was like, you know what? Going on this show alone gets you so much. Even if you're the fucking first person voted off, you're getting some work because you're going to go on the fucking boat ride, you're going to go on the cruise and all that shit. You're going to get some work out of it. So half of these girls are here for the exposure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to win the money, but half these bitches, like, does Sasha honestly think she was going to win? She is doing it for the exposure.
Maybe she wants to buy new wigs.
I think Sasha's kind of crazy. I think she thinks she's going to win.
Got plenty of wigs. I think she needs a brush.
But to go to what Donna was saying, though, I think there is a problem, and this goes to the Untucked thing, too. It could be a World of Wonders as a bad negotiator. I think that they're losing big sponsors, because they used to, remember, they don't, who used to be, the Absolute doesn't sponsor anymore. That's a big fucking sponsor. Mm-hmm. They don't sponsor anymore.
So we were absolutely positive the Absolute is out?
Well, they're not a headlining sponsor. They may still,
they have
still pay
no, because every year that they sponsored, that fucking CEO was on the judges panel at least once per season. He wasn't on last season. It's not the Absolute Cocktail anymore. They just don't mention it anymore.
They also, I noticed this year that is the pit crew, not the scruff pit crew. So it's like
you're right.
Which probably explains why the headlining the Absolute drag tour was not brought up. So are they doing the circuit?
I think World of Wonder is getting kind of greedy. Because
they are absolutely doing the circuit because Battle of the Seasons is the one you can buy tickets for it right now. It'll be in New York City coming up soon.
Well, but coming up in May.
Battle of the Seasons is not during Pride. It's not the Pride circuit. That's an independent show.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about Battle Seasons. Where is that at?
RuPaulBots.com. So Battle of the Seasons. So it's going to be currently, what are we in? March right now? It's going to be in Charlotte, Louisville, Indianapolis, Des Moines, St. Louis, Columbia, Lincoln, Kansas City, Springfield, Dallas, Austin, Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Copenhagen, Denmark, Paris, France, Amsterdam, Manchester, London, Reykjavik Island, and Barcelona.
Yeah, see, I've never seen in LA because a lot of those queens, even though they say they're from Indiana,
it was in LA in February. So.
Oh, anyway, so the thing is, in May coming up in LA I think it's RuPaul associated, the RuPaul Drag Con. Do we know about this and what it is and what's going to be?
It is on, if you watch any World of Wonders YouTube video, it is teased at the end. As a matter of fact, let me just get there and then scroll to the end of one. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
I'm debating whether to go to Drag Con. If it's just a bunch of, I don't need to see Fifi O'Hara signing things, but if they're doing some,
God, I wouldn't want.
And bonus points if you can name the voice, doing the voiceover for it. But here we go. Right here.
Monday nights on Logo.
It's RuPaul.
No, not that one. All right, wait. Hold on. We'll get it right here in a second.
Well, hello, darlings.
Next Tuesday.
All right. I think it's coming up right after. Worlds of Wonder. Come on. Don't make me a liar. Just do it. Okay. I guess it's not.
All right. Anyway.
That was exciting.
That was really exciting. I'm glad we sat through that. I'm trying to debate. Richard and I are debating whether to go to DragCon. It's in May. I know my cousin Roxanne, who might be listening right now, she already has her tickets. Oh, go ahead.
No. I found it. DragCon. I found it. Here we go. This is the thing for you.
Subscribe to Wow Presents.
Right.
Did you hear the news? RuPaul's DragCon is the first ever drag convention in history. Go to RuPaulsDragCon.com for tickets and all the tea you need to know.
Yep. So RuPaulsDragCon.com is where you go. May 16th through 17th.
Yeah, so I'm debating whether to go to that or not. I feel it's one of those things you go one day. It's not like your BlizzCon. I don't think you need to go 2 days to DragCon.
I don't know, girl. You might need those makeup tips.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I want to sleep with Pearl. I'm going to sleep with Pearl.
I don't know what the fuck you're going to do at this thing.
Candy
sound interesting to me at all.
Candy's going to teach you how to paint on a 5 o'clock shadow in case you don't have one.
Is that really what it is?
I don't know. Go to their website, RuPaul's.
I will. I'll report in the next episode.
Excellent.
What's going to be at DragCon?
All right. So there you go. That is our very fucked up recap of version of episode 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
What was the name of the queen that went home? What was her name? The old one?
Oh, Tempest du Jour.
Tempest du Jour. Did you feel regardless of whether she was too old or not too old or her look, do you think she should have gone home?
I think...
Based on the lip sync only, yes.
Yeah, based on the lip sync, absolutely. But the other thing was when they called her out for the saggy bodysuit, the perfect comeback to that. Been girl, I just lost $300. I mean, I just lost 300 pounds. That's my skin. That's my saggy skin. You know, something like that. Anything other than just like,
I think Tempest, I don't think she has one of those. That's the thing, too. She doesn't have a reality show personality. She's normal. Yeah. She's a normal human being with a family, and she doesn't have that, like, Violet Chachki attitude, which it makes for compelling television.
Which goes a long way into decision making, unfortunately.
Well, that's why I was saying Violet Chachki is such an... well, let's talk about this in season 2. Season 2, episode 2.
All right. That does it here for episode 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Joe Betance, take us out.
Are we... What do you mean?
I don't know. How are we ending this show? We have just been all over the fucking road here. How are we ending this show? Where are we doing?
I'm sure you'll
Where are we
edit
going?
it and make it sound beautiful.
I am not editing shit.
This is a good show.
And uncut.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to the very first episode of the yet to be titled RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Show. For Donna Suggarz, Daniel Brewer, and myself, thank you for listening. You can always download the show on iTunes, and that's it. I don't know.
You can download the show.
I improv.
Hold on. You can download this show at it's going to be weeks before it's on iTunes. What you want to do is you want to go to we don't even have a fucking name yet.
I know. That's why I'm saying. Oh yeah, how would they download a show with no name?
If you have a suggestion for our name,
then how would you know? How would you know? All right. right, we need to come up with a name before we publish this, so we're going to do that now. Anyway, so good night, and we'll just, you know what we'll do? We'll do like that. What's that one god
The
awful?
library is open. It's not like we're using it.
No, but what's that one god awful show
Oh my
where
God.
the
Joey will sue us.
what's that one god awful show? The podcast where the guy at the end of it like just lowers his voice an octave and like tries to pretend like he's Butch. He's like, if you'd like to
Catching
contact,
Up.
yes,
Yeah.
that one. If you'd like to contact us, then you can
Yeah,
send
what
an
is
email.
that? What is that?
I don't know what it is. Anyway, all right, fine. We'll slap on a little ending right here.